All right, we live now, so let's see. Copy this. I just sent you the YouTube link if you wanted to lose the YouTube link.
Okay. I'm deaf, so you have to forgive me if I don't hear too much loud music as a child.
Standing next to too many speakers.
You know what it was? Is since I was 12, I've had headphones on every single night, turned up loud. It just does it. The studio session with Dr. Dre didn't help either.
Sure, I bet they did.
Some loud ass speakers. Whew.
Live here.
Are we?
Yeah, we live.
We live.
Good morning.
Yeah, we definitely.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Sorry we was a little late.
Yeah. Sorry we're a little late.
It's my fault, man. LA traffic.
Yeah, the LA traffic's crazy, right?
LA traffic is the worst. I always remember that one scene from what's that movie called CB4 when they was chasing him and they was gonna go kill him until he got on the freeway. Everything stopped. It was like, I don't want him that bad. I ain't about to go get on the freeway.
No, the crazy thing is even in Santa Barbara there's traffic now. It's like crazy traffic. And when I left here like 5 years or 10 years ago and went to Louisiana, there was nothing out there. You never see traffic out there.
Exactly.
I was in Atlanta traffic.
Well, traffic in Atlanta is extremely terrible now, but it wasn't that bad back in the day. But you know, it's that circle, so everything is like 285. So it's like it's you kind of just get caught in that circle.
Is the Swiss Hotel still there? Or is that something different now?
Yeah, it's definitely something different.
That was so much fun with the restaurant downstairs. What's that restaurant? What's down there? That was from LA. The same restaurant that's in LA, famous one with the cartoons and characters. It was in the Swiss Hotel in the corner.
What was it? Oh, I forgot. What was that called? I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
Dang, you got all kinds of angles going too. Look at you.
Yeah, he got it all.
And he's got all this tech. Like he got this card where I just tap it to my phone, and then all of a sudden everything pops up. It's crazy. Sife's even here. Where's Sife? Sife's here too.
Yeah, Sife is definitely.
My homie is here. Big Sife. Extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a boss.
We got like an all-star lineup here. We got some heavy hitters in the building. They pulled up to the trap. So, welcome to InDAtrap. We in the trap, and you know I spent a lot of time going back and forth between Atlanta, down south, doing the music thing, DJing, working with a few different artists that y'all might know and whatnot. But amongst my travels, I learned and I seen a lot and I learned a lot and I was able to absorb a lot and I brought it back here. And I wanted to utilize the information that I learned out there on the road to help up and coming independent artists and entrepreneurs. So trap means to reach all profits. That's what we're about, to reach all profits and to utilize whatever resources that you have around you to get to where you need to go. Like everybody doesn't have a big budget or whatnot out the gate, but if you use your mind and you study, you can utilize your network and utilize just whatever you have around you to build to the next step.
Never stop. Sorry. So, no, that was the one from this morning I wanted to talk to him.
All right. So look who we got in the building. We got Poon. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Poon. I'm from Atlanta.
I'm not from Atlanta.
Well, I mean, I'm from LA, but then I moved to Atlanta when Lisa left and Lopez, and she taught me the game. And God bless Pebbles and LA Reid.
And I'm Damizza. You know what I'm saying? I met Michael Newman and Steve Smith early on when I woke up one day in Santa Barbara. I was like 9.5. You know what I'm saying? And somebody threw me a record and I just knew how to spin instantly. You know what I'm saying? I caught it and it just caught in the formation. Now, what's up, man? I'm Poon Daddy, a.k.a. Poon Dada. You know what I'm saying? Happy to be here, my boy DJ Crash Trap, man. You know what I'm saying? Trap LA, they definitely got a good vibe going. You know, I'll be following your social media, so that's why I had to show you love, man, for real.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, man. I
really... Who are you, sir?
Oh, I'm Damizza, Damian Young, former record executive and now internet superstar. I'm just kidding. No, started in radio, like you said, with Michael Newman and Steve Smith. You know, went to Power 106 in '97. Worked with Steve again and Michael again with the consultancy, and did 32 stations in the middle and Hot 97 with them, and had a great time. Put Dre and Snoop back together for 2001. Worked with Mariah Carey, Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, and just, you know, radio guy.
Mm-hmm. Man,
record producer.
Man, we got a goat in the building.
And I'm in the trap,
you know.
The trap.
And I love what you do. The thing that you said this morning that got me was that you don't know everything.
I don't.
And I just want to make sure the quote was right when I was talking to you about it outside, because I watched that thing and I was like, man, you know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely, like,
and the humility of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, to acknowledge that you don't know everything and then share the game and, you know, then make a post about it. That's some humbling stuff.
And now I got y'all here. I got y'all here, so I'm gonna pick y'all brains because I want to learn. I want to learn some more. Share
it on to the next.
And we're gonna share it.
Pass it on.
You know what? I feel like when I was coming up in the game, a lot of people weren't like open with the information. They tell you like, okay, if you want to get there, you got to go down the street, then make a left, hop on the freeway, just to make a whole circle back to somewhere that's over here.
Yeah.
You know, I always said I'd rather go to the OG on the block and ask directions to the liquor store instead of getting shot on the way.
That's smart. That's smart.
It's extremely smart.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So current events. Current events.
It's only the biggest current event there is the only one.
Trump getting coochie and getting busted for it.
What?
You didn't see the Stormy Daniels thing when she testified?
Wow.
Straight up calling Pee Wee on the stand or something. I don't know.
Well, who you voting for next? Like,
oh my God. I mean, between the treason and the Alzheimer's, I don't know what the fuck to think at this point.
Does that even matter though to like the people? Like,
the system's a system. You know, when the whole thing happened on January 6th and stuff, and our democracy was getting messed with.
Yeah.
You know, who would have thought that Mike Pence, a Republican, would save the fucking country?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, but then if you get some other asshole in here who's going to be, you know, vice president, who knows what the hell will happen next time? You know, it's the first time we've ever had a president with 90 felonies. You know, something like, I mean, he's in court today or yesterday about, you know, banging a hooker and paying her off with campaign funds. You know what I mean?
So is it true? Is it true? Do you feel like if you got money, you were just like above the law?
No.
Well, and they threw out the classification. You saw the classification thing? They threw that out today?
Yeah.
Because they said that it's too confidential. They can't prosecute the case because then they'd have to tell you what's in the papers.
Wow.
The classified documents. So
I don't think anyone is necessarily above the law, because that's like saying basically somebody is necessarily, because if you're above the law, then at some point you're going to think probably you're above God. So who are necessarily around? Now, I'm not trying to say the law is God, but if you're on this land, then you got to have some type of law that you might kind of stand by, or otherwise it'll be just it'll be mayhem everywhere. So for me, it's like this. I'm one of those type of people that believes in involvement. Yeah. If you start out and everything is messed up, man, by the time you're 20-something, 25, you should at least be on the path of cleaning up the messed up. I mean, if you got to get in the streets, you got to hustle at a young age, you got to gangbang, you got to do whatever you got to do to make yourself and give yourself a chance. I totally understand that. But once you get a chance, then it's about necessarily taking that chance and building on it to make yourself legitimized. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for me, that's what it means more to me about when somebody is called themselves trying to work in politics or whatever, because politics is one thing, but if you think this
it's red and blue, it's gangbanging too.
Hey, I see you out here politicking. Would you ever run for like office?
Yeah, run for office, man.
I would never run
for
office.
Look, if Donald Trump and Stormy Daniels, you could get away with a lot of stuff.
I would be supportive of it. And the simple reason why is that I would get caught up because I'm not about to live my life totally clean. I mean,
Yeah,
if I
you
did, I'm just saying I can, and I would be one of those ones that would get caught up because it might be one night I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, and I might just wild out, and then I'm on TMZ, and then my whole campaign is shot. I don't got time for that. But guess what? I can still be supportive of somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, like doing it. I feel like we got a real super young politician.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I thought he was talking about me. I thought I was running for president. Whatever.
My man Sticks. Everybody know Watch Sticks. I'm one of the biggest advocates for Watch Sticks because this guy was a rapper, a songwriter, and he built something that wasn't there and then parlayed it into giving back more than anyone is ever giving back to Watts and to the city of LA. Then transitioned himself to not only be somebody that gives back, but now be a voice within the school district. So they come to him and they ask him. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give a big shout out to Sticks, and I always tell you, Sticks, get into politics. You can save LA. I really believe like he's one of those that can save the youth because he's all the way tapped in. So
UMG. Have y'all peeped out the new thing UMG did?
Yes, they sold them.
Which one?
Where they have this new thing where influencers or platforms, we could buy basically a subscription to use their music.
On
our posts, and then we can monetize the post.
Do
you think that has something to do with what they were doing with TikTok, negotiating with TikTok?
Definitely, because that's why they wanted TikTok to go away, because they felt like if these guys are making all this money off of our music and they're doing it, then we should probably make money. So that's where the whole thing of them having to sell TikTok from the Asians to an American
they just got a lawsuit just launched. That's years down the line. I mean, because now TikTok is suing the United States government over this. We know how slow
that's going to be.
That's going to be going on forever. But the trip about the TikTok thing is the whole AI thing. Is they were saying that now that the record company UMG was fighting for artists' rights against the use of AI. And like I said in a video the other day, that it reminds me of back in the day when Reagan said the scariest words in the English language are "I'm from the federal government and I'm here to help." You know what I mean? That's what a record company saying they're helping an artist sounds like to me. You know what I mean? So and then Drake drops the AI record. It's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? You're trying to save artists from using it, but then you're normalizing it over here and saying this. I mean, that infinity loop of money that goes from the record company to the DSP to the record company, record released by UMG, the DSP plays it, and then like a boomerang, the money comes back. If an independent artist comes out and they give them a faulty bank loan and then say to them, like, we're just trying to keep the money in the loop. And now, excuse me, with the AI thing, what they're trying to do is make AI records, so they cut the entire royalty system up out of the game. They done fired creative, they done fired A&R, they fired all the writers, they fired all the promotion people, they aren't working radio, they're trying to kill radio.
And now they're just going to take the likeliness and just people can do whatever they want.
Are you talking about AI, right?
Yeah, so what the labels are trying to do is make AI songs so they don't have to pay anybody.
Are you familiar with Suno?
Yes.
Hey, that's crazy, right?
Right.
Like we could literally.
Do you see what T-Pain's doing? T-Pain just jumped on the bandwagon.
Crazy.
Make a song with it. Just type in, Ferrari, what you want it to be about. It comes out as a T-Pain song. You want to talk about shooting yourself in the foot, player? Like, go for it. But people take that money. People just take the money, and Drake got $400 million. What's he gonna say? No. Yeah. T-Pain gonna get from an app or from Apple or whatever, whoever helped to make the thing. Here's how much, and Well,
I will say this now.
I love T-Pain, but
T-Pain's creative levels is not going to be the same as a computer AI. So even though there'll be verses, it'll probably be something that'll be recycled from what they did. What will be the thing to be pushed is that these artists will now have to be more creative and change their style, because if there's anything that's remotely close to what they do, AI is just going to dupe the hell out of it.
We're going to see how they evolve.
From what I understand, it's basically the record labels own the likeness and the IP to all these artists.
They do.
So they can basically go make a song using your voice and then make the music video using your image.
Yes.
Well, see, and AI is a little messed up right now. Like, they don't have it right. But I was talking to DOC the other day, and DOC was telling me that in order to make the AI correct, even like if he were to go off and make a new album that's AI related,
Right.
he would have to, get the masters and, take the original vocals from all of the things and then make the DNA for the AI off of that. The record labels have access to that. And what's going to be interesting in these contracts is, say, for instance, Drake leaves, but they still have the catalog, right?
Mhm.
So can you go and license stuff from that era, and say that it's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the parameters are these days or what the, you know what I mean? Like, and with AI, it's way up. But if you have image and likeness rights for a term, I don't know. It's crazy.
All right, so now, like a lot of my audience, they up and coming artists, independent artists. Is that do you think the AI is of a benefit to them because now they could go and instead of waiting on a producer?
For unknown artists and for up and coming artists, everything is an asset because, like for instance, if it wasn't Drake, say for instance, you and I sat here and we came up with an idea and said, let's get Lil Baby and, make a song that's, da 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 da, but it happened to be bomb and we just didn't tell anybody that it was AI and all of a sudden it went viral and all of this. I think Lil Baby would be like, look, if there's money to get, like, okay, let me license it and then let's make some money. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on the quality of the product. It always comes down to innovation. If something's fly, like, with these record companies, when you don't clear samples or whatever, they let that shit slide. It pops up on the radar because it's been encoded already. Mm-hmm. And anytime anybody knows, when you sample a record off a DSP or anything like that, it's already been encoded. So the second that it gets dropped up into iTunes again or Spotify again, they know it's a sample from that shit that was already, uploaded. So they get the little bleep, but they let it run and they let it run. And then when it gets up to the 850 grand, they can go, all right, I already own that copyright because you're in the wrong and I could charge 4 on it or 3 on it or whatever it is. So we'll say that's your advance. Whatever you've made up until now,
you can keep that,
and you guys go ahead and keep that. We're not going to sue you, but we're going to take your song.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And there's that infinity loop again. You know what I mean?
Same money, same people.
Y'all got me feeling left out. Like I need to be on live too. You guys
we all go.
No, y'all on live. My live.
Why
don't you tell me it was a party live line like the new kids on the block in the 80s?
Crash, how I connect my live with yours?
Yeah, how do we connect lives all together?
We gotta invite each other.
Okay, how do we do that? I'm learning tech right now. We're keeping it all trapping here.
All right, so I'm gonna invite y'all in my live.
How do we do that?
Go to my page and go to my live.
Okay, I'm going to your live.
All right, so I'm gonna invite kill your you gotta kill your audio.
Poon and Damizza.
You gotta kill my.
Yeah, turn your audio.
I'm gonna request to join.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna share this. Can I share this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna request to join.
You gotta kill your audio.
I did. I just turned it off. Is it off?
Oh, sorry. I gotta turn the audio off.
Yeah, turn your audio off.
I'm connecting.
Yeah. So you gotta turn yours off though, because we're gonna have that loop.
Didn't I turn it down? Oh, so there you go. So now we're on. Is there a place where I can set this, or we're all on live together?
Put it on mute. Put it on mute.
I thought is it on mute now?
Nah, you gotta hit.
I turn it down.
Let me see.
Here, go ahead. We're on Trap Live.
How I do mine now?
Okay, so we are live on Trap. Are you on, fool?
I am. Oh, pulling them. Okay.
Okay, see here, we're all on live. Look, see, everybody's on live. We are in Trap.
Mm-hmm.
Remember here?
Trap LA.
Trap LA. So okay, so everybody's on?
Yep.
Yeah, we on.
We on.
Okay.
We are on. So look, all right. So look.
See, but you can't see now. Look at me. Go ahead.
Oh, you gotta sit down. It's gonna happen. It's running slow.
Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
All right. So look, now we're talking about UMG, and we're talking about streaming, making money from a song.
Okay.
So now that I believe Kendrick and Drake took the copyrights off of their music, so that
both of them did.
I believe so.
Well, Kendrick did. I don't know about Drake.
Okay.
Did Drake do it?
I believe Drake did too. I'm not totally sure, but I believe he did.
So the people can monetize
So now,
But wait, if they took the copyright off, does that mean that they can also sample it?
that's what I want to ask you. So can an artist do a remix? And
Well,
then
how's
put
that
the,
work around
Yeah,
Joe Cool?
no, they can remix. That's not the same thing. What's the name? Bought the.
Well, if they license the copyright,
Metro sample, pay for the sample.
yeah, they paid like something ridiculous for it. But did they buy the master?
No, they get a percentage. They actually participate on the master.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So now, if they drop the copyright on it, does that mean that
They're not
people
dropping the
can?
copyright on that song.
That's what they're not doing.
That's
It's
Metro
just the
Boomin
current
and Future song.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not Kendrick
Man,
song.
see, I told you. But did you see that 5 out of the 6 top songs on Apple are Drake and Kendrick songs?
Yeah,
for sure. I saw it coming.
That's
I
crazy.
saw it coming when he dropped. When Kendrick dropped, you know what it felt like?
Good time for hip hop.
It felt like, to me, it felt like the time when like Game and 50 Cent dropped This Is How We Do It. Just like the energy that song brought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this song, it felt like that era.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. You know what it felt like to me? When I heard the song, I instantly put my mind to what Drake was thinking. Like I thought what NWA was thinking when No Vaseline came out. Because when No Vaseline came out, if you
I didn't
lived
get that feeling until way later in the game.
If you lived in Los Angeles when No Vaseline came out, I literally felt sorry for NWA because it was not a car that was not going by, that was not playing that song in LA when it came out. So I got that same type of vibe and energy from it though. But I mean, I already knew it was going to colossal because people have been waiting for this. These are like undisputed 2 of the biggest guys that's been in hip hop for the past 10 years.
So did we find out whether it's true or not that UMG got involved and said, let's calm this down because
I don't think that's true.
No.
I think that's fake news.
No, why would they say that?
Did you see that
obviously with anything in this day and time, you say the word pedophile and everybody runs for the hills.
Well,
so I mean that could mess
UMG
with Drake's
is gonna
money.
flip it like this.
And by the way, we talked about how Rick Ross' jet crashed.
Oh no, Drake shot
and
it down.
After he started talking about Drake
shot it down.
And then Drake's house got shot up.
All right, I'm just gonna leave that alone.
But the Weeknd house got shot up a couple weeks ago.
Exactly.
Really?
That's what I heard.
So is all this internal stuff? Because I don't think it has anything to do with the beef. It just seems like it's.
A lot of people don't like Drake. How about that?
Oh,
Hold on, but why don't
Hood
people
tax
like
not like Drake?
No, Torontoans.
No, but I mean, like he hasn't been paying his hood tax that thing.
In Toronto, I don't know what's there. I mean,
you know everything, dog. You
don't gotta pay a hood tax in Toronto. They don't even have. They got
like
free
the urban
healthcare.
CIA, bro.
They got free healthcare. They don't even got. They got no taxes.
Wait, Canada has nationalized healthcare.
No, they got free health. Homeless people can go get whatever they need done. You don't need no insurance, none of that.
Right.
And they live in high rises. The homeless people live in high rises.
What?
So I don't know.
They do it in downtown LA too.
No, not like that.
Not like in Canada is crazy.
No, not like that.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while since I've been to Canada. And after the way that I've been talking about Drake records, I don't think I can go back for a while.
But I will see that I will tell you this: the Chinese restaurant place is going through the roof.
Oh yeah, and the pizza place too.
And the pizza spot.
See, but that's what I love about Kendrick. He's spreading the love.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Just mention these places and all of a sudden they're doing crazy business.
Yes.
I love it.
And random as hell too. Like what you just mentioned a Chinese place in Toronto to be like, I know about it.
Okay, so like a lot of LA artists, they've been like, that's cool. We riding with Kendrick, but he don't show no love as far as like giving verses or doing verses with the up and coming artists. How do you feel about that?
I'm not gonna lie to you, though. I wouldn't give a lot of these up and coming artists verses either because he's really so advanced that it wouldn't even work to your favor as an artist.
Kendrick was
only a few people that can have it. I think.
No, you go ahead.
I said it's only a few people I think that can have a Kendrick verse.
Well, and not just Kendrick was the last of a class. You know what I mean? He was trained by whether it's Top and it's Day One and it's Eminem and Dr. Dre and he had all of these great mentors. I mean, how many of the new artists today even know what vocal production is?
It's crazy.
You know what I mean, how many people have seen an SSL board or a tape machine?
I have no idea.
When we're talking about a tape machine outside, a 24 track, a 48 track, running two Studers, together, through a SSL. Like, who would even know that? I mean, outside of Pro Tools or Logic or Fruity Loops or any of those kind of equipment. That I mean,
I feel they
a lost art.
I feel they lowered the bar entry into the rap game.
Yes.
So like we could literally just make a song.
You got a laptop and a microphone, use a rapper.
Put it out. How do you feel about that? Are you? I mean,
I'm bummed as a mentor,
okay.
Because the game that's also part of the motivation of why I'm giving up free game every day, all day long, is the game is fucked up. And I came back and I was like, yo, where are all the mentors at? Okay, well, none of you got mentors. Well, what's the quickest way to do this? I'll just go to the internet and tell them all the free shit. I mean, everybody's mad, like on the record side, like, why are you giving up all this free game? And I said, because you didn't give any. And these young kids need the game. I mean, how are you going to get played on the radio if you don't have quality music? How are you going to get in to the next level or perform someday at the halftime show at the Super Bowl if you don't have quality music?
And that's number one. So, all right, so we jumping into the music business. That's number one.
Yeah.
Like when you see my post, this is to my audience. When y'all see my post, I'm assuming that you're already there, that you have the quality music, that you're ready.
And your posts are classy, bro. Like you have a really good thing, and not just that, but also your technology thing. The thing you showed me with the card, you need to fuck with this dude. He's smart.
DJ Crash, Crash
know what he's doing.
Oh, that's what I mean. That's what we're about. I mean, if you check the DNA print of West Coast music scene, we definitely
know what you're doing.
We definitely
been printing up shirts and doing merch for damn near a couple of decades.
Because I saw the hustle. Like I was rocking with Sebo and my big homie TP from my hood. Yeah. He started West Coast Mafia with Sebo.
Oh, okay.
So he came and got me and was like, "Come on, let's go." So
hey, you see that? You dropped some names.
I got you. He just served. So rocking up there, we running up and down the coast. I've literally watched them and counting money of selling millions of records independent, going with a couple different bands, my truck, going picking up all the boxes of 5,000 CDs at a time. I'm hitting this store, that store, that store. Like I literally saw that, and I understand that that's what artists are missing today. Like even though people don't really have CD players like that, some people do, and some people have vinyl, but you still. The technology now is I could go direct to consumer. I could send you my MP3 right now.
That's what you did.
So
in 2 seconds, I said, yo, with this calling card thing where it just went straight to my Instagram.
Tap in card.
Yeah, tap in. Oh, see, there you go.
Look
at you.
Tap in.
So, but it was dope. It was dope because all I said to you was, hey, what about my an old song like Cruising? Can you put that on? And the next thing I know, he taps my phone with it, and it's got not only Granny's House charity, shout out BAMS. It's got my Twitter, my Facebook, my everything all attached to it, man.
It's dynamic.
And the song.
It's dynamic.
And the YouTube and everything.
And it's dynamic. So that means we can change it at any time.
And it's a tap-in card?
Tap-in card.
And it's dynamic.
So tap in.
Tap in.
Tap in. Definitely tap in. So that's what we're here for. Like we have, and I that's why I love that y'all came, because it's like the artists, I could go back and say, man, I rocked with Sebo back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I could say I rocked with Spider out the garage, and we got the deal with G Unit, and then I rocked with Bishop Lamont, and we went and got the deal with Dr. Dre, and we was there, and I traveled the world, and I did that. Nah, forget that. I started something new, all right, Trap LA.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna show and I'm gonna demonstrate, so you can go back on social media, which you're used to, and you can follow every step that I took to build this up. So whatever product that I'm selling, this is the blueprint. You just replace what I'm selling with your music, with your product, with your service.
Same thing.
And I'm out to sell every day. I'm like, let me sell. I got to sell because I know we need money. If I want the Damizza track, and I want you to work with me, I know y'all will look out for me. But if I was an up and coming artist, I need bread.
Yeah.
I need to give you 10 so you can do what you're doing. I need to give you 10 so you could, just on top of anything else that I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So you guys could work, And
I want to thank you for that 10 ahead of time. I want to thank you for that 10 ahead of time.
Hey, you see how we doing it here.
What? But no, you telling the truth, Crash, for real, man, just to be totally honest. But as I was saying, the reason, and I don't want to discourage anybody or make nobody feel no type of way about that Kendrick comment. I just feel like this. Kendrick really takes a lot of time and quality in his artistic value. And if you only just get a pill, some weed, and some liquor, and you just write a bunch of, I don't really think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? You got to work just as hard as you creating as he will. Like
just like to even cut you off though, it's just like somebody wanting to come and work with me. Like you're not there yet.
Nah,
you're not there yet. So just take the game and just work your way up.
Yes.
Yo, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. Well, I'm just saying, like working with you. Like it's a lot of artists that we run across that hit us up, but they just not there yet. So
Levels.
I'm glad that we able to come and let people know, like, all right, work on the music. Once you work on the music, we here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you the game and guide you to where you need to go. But just work on the music. We need something good to work with. It's easier to sell something that's good.
And that's what I love about the new era too, because what they do is that no one's just pigeonholed into music anymore. They understand the brand lifestyle, and people are doing multiple different things to be able to generate income and be able to generate a real look. So if somebody might not like your records, they might like some clothes you might have, some merch, or they might like some other things you might be attracted to. Or, like my family, we got the I don't even know if you know about it, we got the unbraider. And anybody out there that know about the unbraider, it's actually a tool that my...
The LA?
No, it's called the unbraider.
Yes.
Yeah.
The LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So you use it, you use it to unbraid hair. And basically my auntie came up with it maybe like about 12 years ago, and it sat in the garage. And at the beginning of last year, we just decided, my cousin, shout out to Khadijah and Akili and Auntie Natasha, everybody. We sold like 14,000 of them in maybe like 3.5 months.
Wow.
So it really generated, went viral a couple of times. So anybody on there, I think they might be streaming us right now. Go get your unbraider. All you guys out there with braids, all the women out there, all along, taking forever to take their extensions out. Unbraider gonna help you in about an hour, no more 3-4 hour time. I just seen this teacher online having his kids take his braids out, and he got in trouble. I was like, man, you should have got unbraided. You wouldn't even deal. So, but stuff like that, different things. I always say 3-6 Mafia geniuses to me. They had barbecue sauce and car lots.
You know what? But here's the thing. I think the game.
Sniffing Griffin. Big shout out to Warren G. Like we press up his merch.
Good dude.
Yeah, like that's big, bro.
Yeah. And I think what happened is the record business and the artists and everybody got really fucking lazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm seeing even in the last couple of months. I mean, I'm really pushing people and taking people to task. I mean, I'm calling a lot of people out. And I've seen a lot of movement in the last couple of months. Like, Cats is getting back on the game. A lot more records have come out, a lot more. And I'm not saying because of me, I'm just saying the vibe on the West Coast or the vibe in the music businesses, even on the East Coast, you got Primo dropping 2 albums in the last, the Nas record and the Snoop record. I mean, you got, who actually tripped me out though, I saw the other day, not to change the subject, is Drewski. Oh my God, what a smart guy. During all of this, I'm over here with Ruby just enjoying my best life. Wow. I'm staying out of this.
Because he just broke I want to say he just did some crazy numbers on that whole reality show he just had on YouTube. Could have been Record House.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it was
the thing with Baby and all that.
Yeah, but it was like a whole series that he did. It was like a whole spoof series where he had contestants, a whole bunch of people. He had people he got from Skid Row. He had got from Atlanta. He had a whole big audition.
He's a talented guy, man.
Yes, he is. He's hilarious. He's pushing the boundaries. Him, 85 South, all these young comedians and all
killing it again.
They're killing it because they're finding different ways to remix what people have been doing for the longest. But
you just said the key to the game, the remix.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to make a hit record, take something that was already a hit and make it new again.
Easily.
We went crazy, me and Bishop, when we first started,
not Bishop Lamont.
Yeah, Bishop. All right, man.
Bishop Lamont.
Hey, but we went crazy.
That's my homeboy.
That's my God. That's my God. But yeah, the remix, that's what we were on. When we're coming up hip hop like us, that's what we was doing. We gonna wreck your beat, and then we gonna press it up on the tape and give it to everybody and get the feedback.
Yeah, and
we're talking about a creative guy. Bishop is a creative guy.
And just as you're saying that, I love the fact that there's a lot of new guys that are taking that motto even in hip hop down from LA. I got to give it up to my young boy from Compton, Chef Boy. That's my boy.
Oh, that's my
what
guy.
He doing. He to me is like a combination of Luke Skywalker and Ludacris and a comedian all mixed together. He has elements that people don't really get because all they hear is Compton and they hear hood
Chef,
and stuff
Chef
like
Boy,
that.
he got it.
But he's somebody that's not a hood character that is definitely an entertainer.
Did you see what Coyote did?
Coyote.
Ooh,
That's that group. That's that one.
Coyote. They got Mario Lopez.
Saved by the Bell?
Yeah. No, Mario Lopez, the guy on TV all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mario. Look, they got
Saved
Shaquille
by the Bell.
O'Neal. They got man, don't you? Boom. Lucky I'm in a good mood, dog.
Saved by the Bell.
You got Saved by the whatever. I was too busy looking at what's her name. The girl was in striptease. But anyways, that's a whole different story. So all those, she was forget. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not getting into my childhood fantasy.
Well, what show is this though?
No, I think it was Saved by the Bell. But all of those guys got in the video. Concrete. Man, everybody got in this video, and they made the craziest Western movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they did, and the beat is sick. Like, they did a crazy ass mini movie with all this stuff. You guys got to check that out. Coyote, dope.
I want to check it out.
Conejo's the villain.
Really?
Yeah, dog. It's crazy.
How did they release it? How did they release it?
It's on YouTube. It's on. It's all over the place.
All right, so look, let me take a second.
They gave me a radio edit if anybody needs a radio copy.
Yeah, send it through.
Yeah.
I got all the DJs. Big shout out to all my DJs.
Right now.
Big shout out to all my DJs. Hey, so look, these guys got me out here. Poon, he really pressed me into doing this podcast. He really, put his hand on my shoulder. So I'm like, all right, let's run it. You know what I'm saying?
Big Poon.
Yeah. But look, check this out.
This
is to all the artists. Right here, you have two mentors, virtual mentors. You don't got to DM them, but just tap into their pages and check out their stories, and they're going to have information that's valuable to you as an artist and opinions. And these are some heavyweights in the music industry.
Don't sell yourself short because you just ran tech circles around my ass since I've been here.
See,
not just that, but he printing money. He printing money.
So look,
Trap LA is the spot.
Printing money.
Crash is the shit.
So look, y'all came and ran through the industry.
I got my money too.
I came and ran through in the streets. Like I was in the streets. Making it happen so that we could put certain artists in position. You feel me? And that's what we're working on.
But see, you can't have the upper echelon, and you can't have all of that without the streets. And that's the biggest freaking mistake that the industry fucking makes.
So hold on, when did you step away?
Who? Him?
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
2005.
So 2005. So that's Soulja Boy time.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy started.
Tell him.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy tell him.
So when he came, everybody was like, the internet. We could go to the internet. They tapered off Street Team. Like, we're not doing Street Team. We can just do everything online.
That's all stupid.
While they did that, I was looking like, nah, that doesn't even make sense because you still got to connect with the streets. But
I gotta shout K-Day out for that. K-Day is still doing Street Teams.
Yes.
Diana crazy.
Yeah, I have a Street Team too as well. We're one stop, so we got everything.
Dang, I love hearing that. Don't you love hearing just the one stop?
Crash got
Remember back in the day, you hear one stop, you just go, oh, I just got one.
And shout out to One Stop too. What's up, boy? I know you.
Oh my God, you're talking about Nato We Got? Oh my God, One Stop hit me up not that long ago. I love that
He's a legend. Yeah. What's up, Stacey?
Oh yeah, One Stop. What's up?
So
remember that jacket he had that lit up?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Off
my memory lane. My bad.
No, that's all good. So look.
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Shout out Nigel Jr.
Oh yeah. Big shout out to my rest in peace to Bob Hernandez too.
Yeah, Big Bob.
He's one of my mentors.
Bob Hernandez.
Yeah. He's one of my
mentors. One too.
Big shout out to my big homie Wino. Yeah. That's one of my mentors. He let me come around when he was doing Coolio. One of my first projects. Yeah,
rest in peace, Coolio.
Rest in peace, Coolio. One of my first projects I worked on was Camnesia.
Wow.
And I was able to bring my MPC and contribute, some stuff to a couple of the songs. And I got a check. And,
it worked out.
Check.
I got a lot of people don't get a check. Shit.
Don't keep promising me, but whatever.
All right, so look. Up and coming artists. They've been in the studio.
You got that TLC money. Stop it.
They've been tapped in with us. They got their vocal production down. They got their production quality down.
Mm-hmm.
They got a good song, maybe with a little bit of polishing. A great song.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
Marketing campaign 101.
what's marketing?
You come to someone like One Stop over here,
Crash.
and you go to Crash, and you say, "Hey, man, like, let's put together a plan." And it's organic marketing. I'm a big believer in synergy marketing, and consistency and repetition breeds familiarity. Familiarity breeds a relationship. A relationship breeds teamwork, and teamwork wins games, or synergy as teamwork.
Yes.
You know, every project, every artist has to have a fan. Every fan has to have an artist. Every guitar has to have a player. Every player has to have an instrument. You know what I mean? So unless you're causing synergy with something, it ain't gonna go nowhere. So it's about engaging your audience and accessing audience and brands that are bigger than yours. And once you attach yourself to that brand, then you attach yourself to that audience. Sorry to go off.
Nah,
I'm gonna get my soapbox.
Nah, that's
Well,
what
I'm gonna give him my little input. I'm one of those.
See, you always gotta do better.
What you mean your little input?
I'm one of those
he's the man
that still
He always
tries
gotta
to
upstep me every time.
they're still trying to take a lot of the old school imprint, as he said, the street team. I believe in
And the
visuals.
streets, yes.
California in general.
Hybrid.
A lot of people don't really realize where they live. If you live in the
Yeah.
state of California, especially live in SoCal, and you live on a lot of these big streets, what you don't realize is you're not on these streets, but there are like 5 to 7 million people that travel down the majority of these streets either daily or weekly.
Yeah.
So if you have a poster there, if you have something that can grab somebody's attention, it might not be a billboard. It might be old school. You might have to line up 30 posters. But guess what? After a week of being there, maybe you'll get attention on the 8th day. So maybe you'll get a few 100,000 of those million that can just remember that name. That still works, along with social media, along with putting together small packages that you can get on Facebook and different stuff like that.
Yes.
But the biggest thing is creating events. If you just want to drop music and you drop a song every week, no one's going to care. Nobody's going to care. But if you take that song and you do some dope artwork to it, you do a short clip to it, you do something that delves in artistically that talks about something that you have in the record, that draws attention. That will make people be like, oh, okay. And then guess what? You might take 3 of those songs that you dropped, and then on the 4th thing, you're dropping an EP with all 3 of the songs in it. Each of those things are events. Each of those things are things that people can tap into you to find out more about what you're doing. If it's music, if it's being a comic, if it's you selling anything, even if you're doing covers somewhere, you know, you're going live somewhere. You have to find different interesting ways to be able to tap into your public.
You know what I just realized?
What?
You actually know what the fuck you're talking about.
I do.
All this time I thought you wasn't that bright, and now I fucking actually think. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just,
Wow. These guys. These guys. So look, check it out.
You always run circles around me though. It's fucked up.
Hey, I got y'all here. Obviously, I got y'all here for a reason because I'm moving the needle some type of way, independent.
Yeah.
Bro, you're doing great.
You know, thank you. I appreciate
No,
it.
I mean, I started seeing you on the Instagram and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
So that's just to
got it
show.
together.
That's just to show that artists. I did this as a demonstration. Like,
Yeah.
look, like, all right, you don't have no budget. I created digicards in this very office right here, right?
Mhm.
And to, like, this was 5 years ago. To this day, I sold like probably over. I sold a lot. Thank God, I'm very blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to do whatever. Hey,
And you made a lot of. He put a lot of people on. A lot of these shirts that you walking around that you think that your homeboy brand did it. Crash did it.
Yeah.
He just really he did the.
They
real
just brought him the order.
Exactly.
yeah. So what I did was like I saw what was going on as far as the music. I love music. I'm an artist, but I was like, I gotta eat. I gotta take care of my kids. Like I still do music. I still produce music. I got records with, you know, when different artists come around, I'll be like, here, you know, I get a beat from Low to Great or somebody, and then you know I have like, we'll come pull up, give me a hook, give me a verse, give me this, you know. I love that synergy. But I gotta have the money though,
Right.
so I can have the time to do.
Well, then
what I
do you
wanna
get
do.
the clearances for the DSPs and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff? Why don't you explain that a little bit too? Because that's another problem that I know a lot of artists have is they get these features, they pay the artist, they do whatever while they're right there.
Yeah.
They don't get their paperwork, and then they got to go chase the artist again. They want you to post on Twitter, have the artist post on Twitter, and by then they got their money, they got their bag, they ain't doing that.
Go ahead, Crash.
So
I
what-
got some add on.
Yeah, so what you got to do
Drop some
is
game on.
beforehand, you got to spell out everything beforehand. Before I
Yes.
give you the money, this is what's going on. Oh, you're going to come to the studio, or I'm going to send you the money, and I'm going to send you the track. You're going to record the track. You're going to send it back, and I have
With the paperwork?
With the paperwork. I will need clearance. I need to drop this.
Yeah.
Preferably, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you pull up to the studio and have my video man there so we can create the content I'm gonna
just do it all right now.
I'm gonna shoot the video right now.
And the making of and everything.
The making of everything, right? Do an interview with you right there.
You just gave them the game right there. That's how you do it.
After that, I don't need you no more.
Yeah.
I got all my clearances, everything.
Good.
So when DistroKid or whoever asks
where does an up and coming artist right now get clearances? Like for instance, a lot of the kids don't know what a clearance is. So why don't you explain what a clearance is and then how to obtain one and why you need one?
Well, a clearance is an agreement saying that the artist that did the feature is releasing you from all liability and claims, and you have the right to release this on.
It gives you permission to release it.
Gives you permission to release it on DSPs, maybe for radio play. That might be something different.
Yeah, singles rights.
Yeah, singles rights. And you have a signed paperwork right there that you could take to anywhere, and you could release the record, distribute the record how you want. You never have to talk to the artist again. And I think that's very important, that you need to get that out the way. Even with your producers, with the producers you get the beats from, understand what kind of deal you're doing. And you asked me, you said, where do you get this from?
Yeah.
It's a crazy tool that came out a couple of years ago.
Oh, let me guess. And it has to do with an A and an I.
Yeah, I shouldn't tell him. Should I tell him? Nah.
You can tell. I mean, you
Poon
can
GPT.
Yeah, just go on Trap
Poon
GPT.
GPT.
Just go on Trap.la.
Because that's what AI is. He's in there cheating. I put the business thing together myself.
Nah, you can go on Chat GPT and then just type in,
Record clearance?
I want you to act as an entertainment lawyer. First, you give it the directions.
This is the prompt you give it.
Yeah, you tell it to act as a professional entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
And you need it to draft you a clearance.
Artists, pay attention. This is very important.
That gives you full rights to release whatever. Full rights.
And singles rights. Might as well throw it in there.
Every right. And then what you do is you could go on Google and just search up clearance. Like, what does a clearance look like?
Yeah.
Music clearance. Look at that. Have Chat GPT make you one. And then when you go to the studio and you do the business, just make sure. I mean, it's uncomfortable sometimes. I'm used to it. So when we hit the studio, like when I'm with Joe, and we might have whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop in the studio. Like, I'm like, hey, bro, check it out.
Hey, whoop-de-whoop is dope.
Hey.
All the time.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
So look, let me tell you, Crash just gave you the correct way.
Yes.
Let me tell you the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
Don't go to the studio or to the club, see your favorite artist there, get them drunk, and then try to tell him that you got $900 or $1,800 for them to get a verse. They take the $1,800 and $1,900, give you a recycled verse that you didn't even hear with no performance rights or anything. You're trying to go to the radio or get on DSPs with this song that sounds like it's AI, but it's really the artist, because you didn't follow the method that Crash just broke down to you. The key thing of anybody doing any type of music is to have something set up, work it consistently, and make sure you cover all your I's and cross your T's and dot your I's. Because if you don't, then what'll happen is that you'll find yourself doing certain things and being stuck, having a huge feature, but don't have any marketing money to push it or no type of clearance that anybody can help you push it.
Well, say you get Drake drunk in a club, or Kendrick drunk in a club, and you're in a strip club and you got 28,001s and he needs it for the BBL.
Right.
And that was funny, right?
Yeah.
And you get the BBL, right? And so you front him the 20 grand. He's like, yeah, I'll do a verse for you real quick. And you go, do the verse or whatever. And then you go to the label because you've got all these, trap spins and all this kind of stuff. And then
they're going to say, was Chubbs there? They're going to say, was G there?
Well, do you not have a clearance to put it out?
If you don't have if you don't tapped in with somebody that works their business, manager, day-to-day, assistant, somebody that's there to handle that, all that stuff that you thought it was all fake.
Can I give them a personal experience?
Please.
Okay, so I work with Joe Moses. That's my little bro. That's my partner.
We love Joe Moses.
Yeah, but it don't go.
Yeah. We got a crazy record out, right? So there have been a few times, like, he run into somebody in the club, like you say, drunk, and be like, hey, like, we got the studio, whoop-de-whoop.
Oh, let's go.
And then he'll hit me and be like, hey, send whoop-de-whoop this. So we about to go to the studio. So I send him the bread, and a substantial chunk. You know what I'm saying? The artists he has records with.
Yeah.
And so he go to the studio, get the record, and then now it comes time to now we uploading it, and then it's like, hey, you gotta holler at Wooty Woo. And then I'm hitting the artist, and they like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
I don't even remember that.
I'm like, what you
That's
mean you don't have
that
nothing to do with it?
game.
And
That's
like,
what.
you gotta
Well, you remember that when you walked out of the place with 20 grand in cash.
But that's what you do. That's why if you do run across that, be like, okay, we're gonna go up tonight, but we're gonna wait till in the morning so I can make sure that we locked in and everything is all cool. And then you'll
Look,
help
if
yourself
people don't
a lot.
want to do business during business hours, there's a problem.
Yeah, it's probably
You know what I mean?
not
You
it's
can
not
agree
real
to it in the
business.
club all
It's
night
not real
long.
business.
Yeah, but you can agree to it all night long in the club.
Yeah.
Get your drink on and all that stuff, and then just know at noon you're gonna
Because
be at the
I know
studio.
some people that are basically
If they
big
really
you
want
up
to
in
do
the
it,
club to help you get some pussy. Yeah, I'm about to do that song for you. Yeah, I got you until you can leave with a bra. They're not really gonna really do nothing for you. They might just help you have a great night.
Yeah.
All right, so look, let me ask you this question.
David Lee Roth, a strip club in New York. That was the craziest strip club night I ever had. Oh, that's not what you were gonna ask?
No.
Man, David Lee Roth came in, threw a bunch of money down, and said, "Strippers, have fun with Damien. I'm out." And I was just like, "What?" It was a Van Halen night in a strip club. That's all I remember. Let's go ahead.
That's crazy.
Go ahead,
I ain't gonna talk about it.
Sorry, go ahead, Craig.
Go
My
ahead,
bad.
man.
I took it to a whole different direction. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
brought me all the way out here, had me delirious.
Yeah, you
Go ahead.
All right, so look, I'm an artist and I have like $10,000 extra dollars. I got 10 bands.
Yeah.
That I could do whatever with. Do I get a feature or do I do some marketing and promo?
Marketing and promo. Marketing and promo.
Definitely marketing.
Definitely, bro. Because first of all, $10,000 is not a lot of money.
No.
But $10,000 in marketing and promo
Get you seen.
can get you seen, and it can get you some attention that probably might help you get some more attention.
Well, let me ask you
later
a
on.
question. It depends on the kind of feature. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if it's a great record and it's a single and you can go to radio and you have the clearance and all of that kind of stuff, they'll do the video, everything, then you might,
You ain't
got
gonna
some-
have no 10 grand. If you got all that, you're gonna either get the artist or the video.
But that's what I just said. If you get everything, you said ports and yeah, boom.
For the 10 bands, you're gonna get either one. But if you do run across somebody that you can maybe be like, look, I ain't got it, do me as a favor, and I'm gonna put this into the record, because sometimes you do run across some people that really believe it.
Yeah.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that kind of has a story that's similar, or they're able to, have some kindred spirit towards what you done been through. They'll be like, you know what, homie? I'm gonna do this for you. Just make sure you push it. I've seen people do that. I've seen
Lisa do it with you.
no, never. I ain't never had it on no record. I wish I did.
I'm
But
saying,
I've
but
seen
look
little-
out for you. She believed in you.
Oh,
She looked out for you.
She believed in me because she didn't want me to go to jail. But I'm saying I've seen artists.
Please up for TLC, everybody.
Yeah, but I've seen artists
shout out
necessarily.
TLC.
You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, my big sister. But I've seen artists in a sense where they know that these
So you was out
verses
there with
are worth
Shake?
money.
You was out there with Shake?
Yeah, of course.
So you know Patrice, Butterfly, Big
Yes.
Fly? You know that's my big cousin, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, here
That's
we go.
crazy.
With the inside
Me and
conversation.
Shake came. Well, he was at Clark a year before me, but we rode back to LA in this Honda Accord. Shout out Big Stacy, the big homegirl Stacy.
Wow.
She used to have like a house, a LA house, like at Clark, Atlanta. Anybody from the West Coast used to be at Big Stacy house. So if you was from the Bay, LA, I mean, everybody was there. Too Short used to be there. Mac Dre was there during Freak Need. Like
I stayed
you
in
know
the
what I'm
Swiss
saying?
Hotel.
I know it was balling.
I just want to know what that restaurant was.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
But anyway, yeah.
I'll
Shout out.
sometimes.
Shout out to Shake, man. Rest in peace, man. He was a legend. Shakir Stewart is definitely a legend, man. For real. That was one of my
Shout
real
out Rico
close
Wade.
partners.
Rest in peace, Rico
Rest
Wade.
in peace,
too.
Reek, man.
Shout out Big
Rick,
Gift.
man. All the organized,
Homie.
man. Shout out my family. They're my brothers too.
Good man.
Yeah.
The impact of organized noise on our business. I mean, the first time I heard Southern playlists of Cadillac funky music, them live guitars and all of that, man.
Man, that changed my. When I heard that,
Woo.
I was like, "What the?"
Me and my homegirl Jennifer was just in the car
Southern
talking about.
And Crumble and
music.
Herb? What?
We was just talking about music.
Highland Place Mobsters. When you brought that up the other day,
Just Crumble and
let's
Herb.
get naked.
But
Dirt Road White Girl was my jam.
let's just keep it above. Those artists that came from that era that was able to learn and understand true instrumentation,
And how to write a song.
those guys right now and their offspring are some of the biggest producers in music simply for that fact. And a lot of people don't really understand and know that when someone teaches you how to write a song and teach you about progression in music and songs and stuff like that, they're giving you the sauce that no one else can give you, because now you can go be creative like no one else.
But like I said about the lazy thing, like when I was a kid, if Teddy Riley dropped a record, you know, or Dallas Austin dropped a record, or any of those guys, anybody, Michael Jackson, you know, MC Hammer, doesn't matter, Outkast, whatever it was, is I literally would study that record and go, okay, he's rapping for one kick, snare,
How many
kick,
bars?
snare, that's a bar. You know, or, okay, well, that's 2 bars, okay? Then he did it for this long. And then I, like, the best way to learn how to make a hit song is to take a hit song and remake it perfectly until you get it right, until you get the craft as close as possible. You find the snare, you find the kick, you find the hi-hat, and then you put it all together. You find the keyboards, you make it sound exactly like it and make an identical copy. Like if you want to paint the Mona Lisa, or if you want to be a great artist, learn to paint the Mona Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Make a copy of it until you have that thing perfect. And when somebody can't tell the difference between that record and that record, then you graduate. You go, okay, let me grab Waterfalls by TLC, take the melody, but rewrite the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And then it's consistency and repetition.
And that's one of the biggest things for anybody. But just speaking for new artists, to me, that 10 grand.
See, you don't go back to the money. I was talking about the craft.
He asked the question.
You always get the money. I was talking about the craft.
He asked the question about 10 grand.
Hold on. Look, let me ask you
You're
this.
right. I need to respect my elders.
Y'all, hey, y'all, wow. Hey, look, let me ask you this.
We've known each other quite a long time.
I can tell. We got 10. I got 10 bands. I'm like, man, I got a dope song.
I'll take it.
I got a dope song. No, you won't.
I'll give you a hit.
I wouldn't give it to you. But no, I'm just playing. Look, I got 10 bands, right?
Then I'll take it.
I got a dope song.
Yes, sir.
Cool song, right? And before I give it to you, because I'm about to flip this, so I can come back to you
with a
dub. How about I go to the radio station in my market and hit the advertising, the person in charge of advertising, and then say, hey, this is my budget for a month, 2 weeks, and I want to add. In the ad, I want to play my hook.
Yeah.
And then I want the radio.
What is a hook, by the way? You might want to tell them.
The hook is the chorus part.
You know what Chic said back in the day, and I love it? Nile Rodgers said, a song is an excuse
for a hook.
So the hook is the melody that you sing the most in it.
The melody.
You know, sometimes with Justin Bieber, it's you know, do that.
Whatever's catchy, that's
I can't sing. But hey, see, there you go, dog. You hitting that note.
So the melody. So I go there. Yeah. I'm like, hey, my 30 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, I want the melody to play.
Yes, sir.
And then I want whoever's the big on-air personality to come and say, hey, it's the new DJ Crash, Trap LA record.
So you get mentions on top of you. Have them throw some mentions in.
Well, hold on. Let me finish this. I'm going to tell you, no, you don't have enough money to get the top job. But what you can do is get all the overnights. And you can get the promotion person to say it. And then you get so many overnights to the point you don't have one, you literally have 4 back to back. So now if you're driving to work or coming home from work, I'm very upset about keep hearing this damn commercial because I just went there at 3 a.m. I'm just getting off work. And guess what that's going to do? When she gets up, she's going to say something to her husband. That damn commercial. Yeah. So now you're starting singing.
Hey, you paid attention in class, didn't you?
Words, man. And then this is what you call marketing 101.
Wait, hold on.
No, I really like that. Now say that
icing on the cake. The overnights are always 75% cheaper than any other day part to buy.
No, but start that whole thing because that was, look, I wouldn't even thought of that. Like, and as a radio guy, I wouldn't have thought of that. But
Byron Allen.
Okay, you don't have to, flex on me with all your names.
I mean, but that's what he did.
No, but tell the story again.
Byron Allen in 1985.
No, before you tell the background, tell the thing.
Byron Allen in 1985 went to ABC, NBC, Channel 5, and Fox, and said, I want all the commercials from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. for 20 years. And he paid for it. This is why he has that much advertisement on TV. So then once he bought
he bought it at that rate.
He bought it at that rate.
For 20 years.
For 20 years. Then once he got that, they said, well, you already own all the spots. Why don't you just buy the airtime? So by 1990, they sold them the airtime. That's why if you watch local television between those times, you'll see 5 Byron Allen TV shows. You'll see 5 different ones. So you apply that same thing to radio with your song, and it can be an event. It doesn't even have to be a music. It can be a party
or your service.
Yeah, it can be whatever.
But
Byron's
hold
crazy.
on. Does that also help me introduce me to the people at the radio and help me build a relationship with the people?
Yeah, because you're spending money. It don't matter what
You got a relationship.
It don't matter if you
pull
spend
that
money.
wallet out, you know everybody in the radio.
You can spend money at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. It don't matter as long as you're spending. And then the thing about it is that they're going to see that you're smart. So guess what? They'll probably throw in some extra stuff, some mentions and stuff like that because he knows more than anything. Those guys are on it overnight. They don't got shit to do, so they're gonna be doing.
So you saying also that, like, let's say, like me and a couple of my constituents.
And I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
But that's even what's crazy about what you said, because those overnight jocks that have nothing to do are gonna walk around the programming department and go, "What the hell is this thing that I'm running 30, 40 times?" And the programming is going to be like, "Oh, what? What is it?
Yeah.
What's stuck in my head? Wait a minute, stuck in your head?"
Everybody, and then your callers are going to call now and talk about it too.
I like that.
I like that game from TP and SIBO.
I like that.
Yes.
Like we did ads like a long time ago.
Well, y'all got a lot of free gaming. I thought I'd give out free game. Y'all just got a bunch of free game out there.
So wait a minute, what happened with what
I might even use.
That's
what happened?
Like they would, like TP would give me like a bag. He basically like give me like a checkbook for West Coast Mafia. I could do whatever with it. Like, I just got to show them utilize it.
Exactly, for marketing.
So I'll go to like KJLH or whoever and just run ads.
Yeah.
And then I let the music play and then I'll be talking over it like, hey, the new West Coast Mafia available now in all stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is something that I did because Mary Catherine Sneed.
You always name dropping her like you got something special going on.
Yes, that's my big dog. She's my other mentor outside of Left Eye.
So y'all got mentors?
Yes, I had a mentor.
What's a mentor?
Yes. Kevin Wells is a mentor of mine. Gerald Busby.
Kevin Wells?
Gerald Busby was a mentor of mine. Left Eye was a mentor of mine. Rico Wade, rest in peace, was a mentor of mine. I have many. Mary Catherine Sneed, like I said, people that I know I can gather information from to help me toolage and be better as a person. A lot of times people think mentors a person.
So you don't know it all. So you didn't know it all.
I still don't know it. I learn something new every day.
I heard a really smart guy say this morning, I don't know it all, and I know what I don't know, and I love to learn, and when I learn, I love to share it.
Exactly. So for me,
I think it was on this platform.
But to even triple back to what you were saying, Crash, to me, the best thing that you can do with your initial 10 grand is find how to maximize it to the fullest. Yes. Because check this out. If you do that method that I just told you, guess how much money you're going to have over? You're probably going to have at least like $3,500 because they ain't going to cost you that much. Because again, those overnight spots are the cheapest spots. So where it might cost here in a market where it might cost you $1,000, $2,000 for a morning show, it might cost $80 or $75.
All right, so saying that, so you said like about $80 per spin, yada yada. So
per commercial.
Per commercial. So are you saying that me and my constituents we could come together perhaps and maybe go to a radio station and say, hey, I want to pay for an hour of program time straight?
Yes.
And then have my own like maybe mix show or something?
You can, if you're spending a certain amount of money, you can sponsor certain mix shows. Now you can't pick the person spinning.
Okay.
But if you do like a 5 o'clock traffic jam or something like that, you can be a sponsor for that.
And look, it's not necessarily about the names; it's about the reach.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
When that dial opens.
So does radio have
I think
more
we all
reach?
just got knocked off.
Oh, we did?
Oh, yeah, we went over an hour, but we still going over here, so we can wrap it up over here. So look, do you think radio? Somebody said to me, one of my industry partners, he came on one of my posts and said radio was dead. I said, no, it's not.
Hell no.
Not in my market. He kind of upset with me. I think he unfollowed me. But is radio dead? No.
No, not in the least bit.
Radio.
See, the problem is, look, radio. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I say 96% of Americans still listen to the radio.
Yes.
I mean, and not to mention worldwide. You know, for instance, when I was in Louisiana, if there was a cloud in the sky, I didn't have Wi-Fi. The only thing I could get was radio. You know, in most inner city neighborhoods or most rural neighborhoods, neighborhoods, and this affects country, it affects rap. It's the reason why we have not had a #1 rap record in the 50 years of freaking hip hop from a new artist that's gone organically up to #1, is because people in inner city neighborhoods are not sitting on TikTok like that because they can't afford Wi-Fi like that.
And they gotta go to work.
And they gotta go to work.
Well,
You know what I'm
free.
saying? But radio's free and you can listen on the way. You know what I'm saying? And it's organic. People look, the DSP age demographic that's intense with breaking music is what? It's 12 to 24, if that. You know what I'm saying? But 18 to 34-year-old females are the ones that buy records or stream records from legitimate places. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the ones that support the artist with merchandise and all of that kind of stuff.
Speaking of radio, I know you got to get up and do radio early in the morning. I appreciate you pulling
Thank
up.
you. Are you kicking me out? Like I smell that?
Nah, I'm about to.
I swear to God, that's Poon.
Nah, I'm about
It's
to.
not. I smell it. It's actually
look.
your earlobes.
Oh, damn, they are pretty big.
These guys is wild. Hey, but look, so this is the show
I
that,
love Poon.
like, if you move the needle, if you really out here doing your thing, like me,
Then it's Trap LA.
I'm independent. My artists, like, we independent. Like,
Are you trying to say you don't want to be affiliated with us anymore?
oh no, y'all my God. But I'm saying I got y'all here.
Okay.
You feel me? Because I'm moving the needle, I'm doing my thing. I didn't call and ask y'all like, hey, look out for me, bro.
Right.
What did I do? I just kept putting in the work,
And I watched it. I seen it.
No, and it's the synergy marketing that we were doing, because you would repost my stuff, I would repost your stuff,
Right.
and then when Poon said it, I recognized the name. So I said, oh my God, yeah, we got to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
It's synergy marketing.
So this is something that all the artists, all the brands, all the platforms, all
Yes, sir.
y'all out there, take this. Like, you see what I did,
Yeah.
you see what I do, you see what these guys do.
Silver platter.
Hey, you move the needle. When people see you working, they gonna come tap in with you and they gonna help you. If your car break down on the side of the road and you just sit in your car, people gonna just pass you by.
They ain't even gonna know you in there.
If you get out and start pushing, people gonna pull over and people.
Damn, I feel sorry for him. Let me help him out. Hold on, let me stop the traffic.
And
How
people,
come you never say that to me?
and people gonna
You're
help
good.
you.
You
Look
don't
out
So
for
look-
me, you know what I'm saying?
You're good. You don't
Hey,
know.
but look, all right, not somebody, but a lot of people, they always do this to me. They say, hey, Crash, hey, Big Trap, can we pick your brain? I got y'all here. Y'all some greats. Y'all done sold a lot of records.
$5 a sack a week, you can get whatever you need.
All right, for sure. I got you. I got a little blunt. I got a little stress blunt. over there for you.
Whatever you need, bro. As long as it ain't brick, we
Right
can
over
make
there.
straw, put tires
Hey,
out.
big shout out to Ambassador Liquor, our sponsor for the night.
Yes.
They came through and man, they got us a whole little setup. The
Man,
snacks.
E40.
Big
Thank
shout out to
you.
E40 and his tequila. It
Oh,
definitely got me feeling
Dr.
Yes.
Stevens.
some type of way. But let me ask you a question. Both of y'all a question.
Mhm.
What can I do? What do y'all see that I could do with my brand that that I can improve, that I could work on to level up from where you see me at now?
What I personally, well, go ahead.
And
No,
keep
no,
it-
ain't
and keep-
before
and
me.
look, and keep it super real with me.
No,
Don't sugarcoat nothing. Keep it super funky.
I'm not even gonna lie. It isn't anything that necessarily I could tell you that to do, but continue doing what you're doing.
That's exactly what I was going to
The
say.
biggest thing that you can do to add to it is, you see what we're doing. Maybe do this right here at Fox Hill Mall. Maybe do this right here at Baldwin Hills Mall. Maybe
Yeah.
do this at the beach, because a lot of times you have a lot of people that are engaged, but if they see somebody out kind of doing the same thing, that's engaging for them. That's something that they don't
So
necessarily.
hold
see
on.
all
So
the
check it
time.
out. So like one of my partners, like I got a whole network of young entrepreneurs that I rock with. Like we got Ambassador Liquors. We just opened up, grand opening, May 25th in Long Beach.
Mhm.
Big shout out to my partners. My other partner, he has a venue in Marina Del Rey called Behind Closed Doors.
Mhm.
So maybe locking in with him, and then we doing the same thing we do now, and invite a small audience to come rock out with us, network
That sounds
with us.
amazing.
Have drinks on me,
Yeah.
food on me. We gonna
I'm there. You said this key thing.
No, it's just all about, being seen. Like, like even tonight, here I am, Trap LA, tomorrow morning I'm on the way.
Yeah.
Two completely separate demographics. Keep doing what you're doing. The same way that you're having conversations with Bishop Lamont or Joe Moses or whatever, then you go see a Damizza, you see a Big Poon. That's different. That's different audiences that you're touching. And just consistently keep doing what you're doing, because your brand is tight. The graphics are tight. You're innovative. You're even the card thing that you were showing me. As soon as I walk in, I'm expecting I'm gonna come in and do an interview, and yeah, he's already got this type of stuff. I've already been surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised when I walk in because I've already been surprised that your graphics are clean and that you have the thing that you said this morning about sharing the game. Okay, I already relate, and now you show me some tech stuff where it just touches my phone, and all of a sudden everything of my history is there.
Hold on. So when it touched your phone, where did it go to? It went to Trap LA, or where did it go?
It went to my stuff. You made it for me,
and then that made you feel a certain type of way. It's emotion.
I was like, wow, that's great.
That was some emotion behind it.
Yes.
You feel me? I told you to tap in.
Why are you trying to manipulate my feelings like that?
Literally tapped in, Crash. That's what I'm talking about.
See, and the name of it, it's tapped in. That's smart, man.
So you see what I did?
It's perfect marketing, bro.
Hold on, let me show you what I did with DigiCards, right? So I was sitting in this office, like I have a few facilities, print shops, right? But this is where I brainstorm everything. This is like you see, like, all right, before it was Trap LA, this spot right here, we facilitated the distribution of green DigiCards. Hey, so look, we got DigiCards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting here, I'm like, dang, I do CD duplication for the artists that need it. A lot of my customers, they're not in the rap, but it's a service. I still make money off of it. So I'm sitting here like, the CDs is not popping like that. What can I do? So what I did is I created DigiCards. I basically came up with a design with my logo on it, and then I came up with a dope piece of software that lets me modify the QR codes to how.
That's a great logo, by the way. That's a lot of ass.
What artist is that right there? What's
Chef Boy,
yeah.
Fine. Go to work.
Yeah, so
go to work.
So
go to work.
So I'm sitting.
I'm a little preoccupied with the ass though.
Hey,
who's she?
Hey,
what's the ass?
Hey, that's after hours. But look, check it out. So I'm sitting up here, right? And I'm like, how can I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here, and I'm like, man, I've been traveling the world with, I done worked with Spider Loc and G Unit and 50 Cent, Hookie. I done worked with the biggest artists, Future, YG. I know Poon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Damizza, he liked my posts. You feel me? Well,
and your artwork. And your tech.
What can I do? You know what I'm saying? What can I do to take me to the next level? So what I did was I put my logo on the DigiCard, made a fly QR code, a dynamic QR code, and I pressed up 10,000 copies.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit the streets, and I went and put them everywhere. And they're so cheap. It's like, posters cost a little
What
bit.
is your follow-through on that? How many people hit with 10,000 on the street? How many actually
10,000 on the street, you're going to get about maybe 100 to 200 that's going to click through and lock in with you. It's like 0.1%.
Wow.
0.1%.
That 0.1 helped them.
But this is the thing.
Get attitude about it, man.
Hey, but this is the thing though.
I wasn't getting that.
This is the thing though. It's about you holding it. You're gonna throw that away. You throwing it. You're gonna throw it away.
How you know that?
The first time because you're gonna throw it.
Because I'm investigating you right now.
Nah, you're not.
I gotta know everything that you're doing so I can steal it all.
It doesn't even matter if you steal it because
it's free game.
It's like, man,
you already said it.
Like I'm way ahead of everybody. Like I'm 10 steps ahead of y'all.
Did you just call me stupid?
Nah, you're a genius. You're a genius. I got
How's it going?
I got you here. You're
a
genius.
sitcom. I'm telling you right now, though.
Hey, so look. So boom, I come up with these. I put them everywhere. So now everybody's like Trap LA, Trap LA. At this time, we had a situation. Me and Joe Moses, we had a situation at Atlantic Records. Mm-hmm. So I went to Ty is over there, Roddy Rich is over there. So I'm going to their managers. I'm like, what y'all about to drop? They're like, oh, we about to drop this. I'm like, send me the artwork. They're like, why? I'm like, just send me the artwork. I press them up DigiCards. Come back to the studio. I'm like, look, check this out. They're like, what is this? I'm like, hey, don't even trip. Like, scan it. They're like, oh, this is tight. Yeah. I'm like, don't even trip. My street team we in the streets. Yeah. So now with my street team out there, they were posting it.
And then they see it.
They seeing it.
Bang, bang.
No accounts.
All the artists seeing it. They're like,
that reminds me of all with Ghetto Baby and all of that stuff back in the day.
They're like, I need them. I need some. Yeah. So now people are hitting me up. I'm selling DigiCards. I'm just making my brand.
You know what? I just changed my mind. I don't want to be like him when I grow up. I'll be like you when I grow up. I got to drop back to Santa Barbara. God bless you.
Hey, we in the trap, man. Appreciate you for coming on.
Yo, sincerely, sincerely, you are very smart, and I appreciate everything you taught me today. Because your marketing shit, on some real shit.
Yeah.
Like, dog, you are a G
Nah,
at this.
yeah, nah, like.
Well, not that you need to be told. I know, but I'm
All right,
just saying.
we about to cut the live real quick.
Damn, I was just telling him how dope he is. He cut it off in the middle of it.
Yeah, nah.
I gotta go smoke a blunt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here. I
go
love you
check
guys.